Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day so far. Today we're going to talk about something that really kind of brushed me the wrong way that I saw on social media today. Okay, so first off, please excuse my appearance. I just came back from the gym. I'm a little fired up. Still probably have pre-workout lingering a little bit, so if I talk a little bit fast, please excuse me. So before leaving for the gym today, I was checking out Instagram, looking through some stories and whatnot, and I saw that there was a Instagram live video, and what that was showing was, a travel nurse course, basically how to start up and get going. I'm watching and I'm like, okay, some of these tips are more or less relevant to a newbie and things like that, and kind of getting started, and things to look out for, some things that you might not necessarily think of when you're looking through the process, and more or less the logistics of things. However, it gets to the end and the course is nearly $1,000, and I was shocked. Mostly because this information is out there. And one of my biggest issues with the travel nursing community and organizations that kind of run travel nursing is it's kind of predatory, and it's a little bit on the extortion end of things at times, because there's really just no transparency, or a lot of the times there's no transparency. And I think that's where a lot of the issues come from. So it's nice that there are people out there that are trying to promote knowledge and help, but to me it's kind of getting to a good thing through more or less the same tactics. So for example, to me, I feel as though you kind of gotta pay things forward. I've always kind of thought that, whether that be wrestling and coaching with wrestling, I've never really wanted a single dime, and that's a lot of that is from the people who surrounded me when I was growing up, and that helped foster me as an athlete and as a young man. Most all of them were volunteers. Sometimes they made, at the end of the day, they basically made like a dollar and change an hour based on their stipend or whatever they had received. But for the most part, they weren't making anything, but they did put a lot of time in me. They mentored me, and that to me is invaluable, and something that I feel personally connected to. So that's why, if you follow me through social media or know my interests, I do my best to give back to the wrestling community, and help high school and younger wrestlers kind of grow into their own, and become better young men and women and wrestlers, just because I feel like that's something that's important to me. The same thing with travel nursing. I wouldn't be half as successful as I am if there weren't people that I was able to surround myself with. To name a few, I have a good friend from college, Jess. Another girl who I barely knew, if it weren't for the connections through fraternity and sorority life. Steph, she had started travel nursing. I reached out to her. She didn't really know who I was, but she was more than willing to chat with me and kind of tuck it up and kind of help me out. But if it weren't for these figures in my life, I would have probably stumbled more times than I would care to admit. And of course, there's free information all over the place. So seeing that $1,000 figure really just rubbed me the wrong way, especially because I feel as though the way to improve yourself is to help others along with you. And a lot of times, travel nursing, people enter the travel nursing world for two reasons, and sometimes it's for a combination of those reasons. The first one being, people want to travel and they want to see the world and they want to see different places, and that's great. It allows a lot of flexibility. It allows a lot of opportunities in that respect. The other avenue that people tend to go through, and it's one that the reason that I started travel nursing was just for an increased earning potential, and because as a staff nurse, you really don't. It's stable, yes, but depending on where you live and the hospital that you work for and yada yada, a number of different things, you're really not going to make all that much. So travel nursing, you have the ability to, set your schedule, set your location, and then also foster an opportunity to increase your pay from contract to contract based on, whether that be the hospital, the location, or, the time of year. But, again, coming back to that $1,000 figure, a lot of people, I would say probably more than half, are looking at travel nursing as a way to increase their earning potential, and to set those people back before they even start. Again, just rubs me the wrong way, especially because that the value of paying it forward and helping others achieve what you've achieved. It's, to me, that is probably one of the most important things that anyone can do. And yeah, again, I had tried the blogging, so writing. I was never really a strong writer, so I would be hypercritical of myself. There were at times people were stealing my articles, so that was frustrating to me. I had a bunch of people reach out to me and host certain articles, and companies look at them and say, wow, this is really good. But again, it's those little things and those things that kind of stuck with me, like, somebody's kind of, ripping me off. So that kind of got to me. I was doing a little bit of vlogging and a little bit of the same stuff. And also my schedule kind of really didn't allow me to be as involved as I wanted to be. But I think now that I see that there are, I don't want to say people being taken advantage of, because things are only as valuable as the amount of money that people are willing to pay for them. So if you want a car that is $25,000, and you're willing to pay $30,000 for it, the market price might be lower, but to you it's worth that $30,000. But to me, I just feel as though the information is out there, and I am more than willing to share that with anybody, and everybody. I'm not going to say that the way that I did it was right. I definitely don't think it was wrong, but it's the way that I did it, and then it's the way that I'm going to continue to do it. However, of course, along the way you pivot, you make adjustments, and I think that's part of the growing process, and part of the thing that makes life. So again, inside looking out, I thought it was a little disheartening that people maybe taken advantage of. I don't know. But again, if they found the value in that, then that's great. All power to them. But I just want to let people know that I am here as a mentor. I'm here to offer more information. And I guess this is, again, this is going to be my kick in the butt and kind of my motivation to help others achieve what I have achieved, and hopefully they can do it better than I have. and I'm gonna be more committed to doing videos, and probably not writing specifically, but probably pivoting off of the scripts or my templates that I was making my videos with, and kind of breaking them down, unless there's like a topic that I really can't really talk about, and it's probably easier to write about, then of course I'll write about it. But just letting you know, there's free information out there. I'm willing to help whoever wants to improve their nursing career and kind of break out of their comfort zone. I'm here to offer encouragement and show you how to do it. And I'd be honored to help you through that process. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me on social media. Either DM me on Instagram or reach out to me on Facebook, Thomas Booth RN on Instagram, or Tom Booth on Facebook. And I'd be more than happy to help you. But until then, just know that I'm going to be very fired up and very motivated to basically having as much of my knowledge that I can bestow upon you in the future as possible, and that I'm going to revamp my YouTube page, and basically whoever wants to learn can learn, and if I can be part of that journey for you, that would mean the world to me. So again, sorry for the rant. I think some of it is the pre-workout work talking, but I gotta go get ready for work. I have night shift tonight, but I hope you all have a wonderful evening, day, depends on when you're watching this, but take care and have a great day.